You're welcome to Primary 5 Integrated Science, and here we are having lesson 1, and our topic is the components of the environment, bracket, soil. When we left, we had started looking at the soil, where we said that soil is the top layer of the Earth's surface. So, let's look at our subtopic for today, types of soil. Under types of soil, we have 3 types of soil. And these are, we have loam soil, then we also have clay soil, we also have sandy soil. These are the 3 types of soil: loam soil, clay soil, sandy soil. Now we are going to look at each type of soil in details, and we are going to begin with loam soil. When we look at loam soil is used for growing crops. Loam soil is used for growing crops. The crops we see here in our environment is grown on loam soil. And why is loam soil used for growing crops? Why is it suitable for growing crops? The reason why loam soil is suitable for growing crops is that loam soil contains a lot of humus. I remember when I was speaking about components of the soil, we talked about humus. So humus is one of the components of soil that make the soil fertile. So when loam soil is having a lot of humus, it means it is fertile. That's why it's suitable for crop growing. Now let's look at the properties of loam soil. We are looking at the properties of loam soil. When you look about the what I've just explained, loam soil is good for growing crops because it has a lot of humus. One of the properties of loam soil is that loam soil contains a lot of humus. Contains a lot of humus. Then we look at its particles. When you touch loam soil, you find that it has balanced clay and sandy particles. It has balanced clay and sandy particles. If this is another question for our loam soil, you find the particles are not so too close and are not so far apart. So these particles of sand together with the particles of loam, so they are well balanced. So when you touch it, it is neither sandy nor clay. So that's what we call loam soil. So loam soil also has another property. It is well drained. It is well drained. Well drained means it does not hold water for a long time. Water cannot log in it, and still also it cannot lose water very fast like sandy soil. So it is moderate. It is also well aerated. Well aerated. When you talk about aeration, we look at the circulation of air in the soil. So when you look at loam soil, it is well aerated, meaning air can circulate through it very well because it has some living organisms that help in aeration. These living organisms, for example, earthworms. These earthworms which are in the soil help to improve on soil aeration because where they pass, they keep on leaving holes, small holes, where the air can easily circulate, even the more rats that stay in the ground. Then we have another type of soil called clay soil. With the clay soil, when you look at it, first of all, we always use clay soil for pottery. For pottery or modeling, we can also use for making ceramics or craft materials. These materials are made from clay. When we talk about pottery, making things like a pots out of what? Clay. We make like a plate out of clay. We make series out of clay, those charcoal stones from clay. So, why is clay soil suitable for modeling, for pottery or ceramic, making ceramics? The answer is that clay soil has sticky particles. Clay soil has sticky particles when wet. When clay soil is wet, its particles become sticky. That's why you find that when you are modeling a pot, the soil can easily stick together without breaking out. So it is sticky, that's why it's used for modeling. So then it is also fine, has fine particles. Clay soil has fine particles, sticky and fine particles. Clay soil has small air spaces. When you look at its particles, they are closely packed together. Look at the particles, they are closely packed together, small and closely packed, whereby there is no space left for aeration. Small air spaces. These small air spaces cannot allow proper circulation of air. So we end up saying that clay soil is poorly aerated. Poorly aerated. Because of the small spaces between the particles. So this is poor aeration and the small particles which are closely packed together also leads to poor drainage. So it is poorly drained. Poorly drained. So clay soil has poor drain pattern. We cannot plant things in clay soil because it has poor drainage. Then it also has poor aeration. Two, it has less humus compared to loam soil. That's why it's not good for agriculture. But why it is suitable for pottery and modeling plus making ceramics? The answer is it has fine and sticky particles that help all these materials together. Then the last type of soil we are talking about is sandy soil. Sand soil. Sand soil comes from sand. We know sand that we use at home for construction. Without sand is used for construction or building. Apart from construction, we can also use sand for making glasses. Those glasses we saw here on our houses are made out of sand, making glasses. Still, when you look at the properties of now sand soil, properties of sand soil, when you look at the properties of sand soil, one is that sand soil has large and rough soil particles. Large and rough soil particles. When you touch sand soil, you are able to feel the particles. They are light and rough. Then it also has large air spaces. Large air spaces. Now, when we see that sand soil has large air spaces, let's see here. We are looking at sand soil. These are now the soil particles. The soil particles are large as you see them. Then the spaces between the soil particles, it is also big. So it has large air spaces. Then it also has large and rough soil particles. So these large air spaces leads to good soil aeration. It allows air to pass through it very well, circulate well. Two, when you look at the drainage, this sand soil loses water very fast. In case you pour there water, sand soil dries very fast. So sand soil dries quickly. It dries quickly because you pour there water, because of these large air spaces. That's why it loses this water and it dries quickly. Then, what I said that sand soil is not good for agriculture. We cannot grow our crops in this sand soil. Why is sand soil not good for agriculture? The reason is that sand soil lacks or has little humus. Sand soil has little humus. Two, it has poor drainage. It drains water very fast, so you cannot rely on this drainage. Has high drainage pattern. Then lastly, I think those are the two reasons we can take why we cannot grow crops in sand soil. It lacks humus and also it has high drainage. Then for the rest of the reasons which are I find the notes that we go through those notes and we answer the questions that are down there. After answering these questions, please make me a favor and take a photo, then we send us back for marking. Still, I remain Mr. Mayen Ronald, but for more clarification, you want to take some clarification, you can WhatsApp me on 07 8602 78 65. I'll be available and we see how to continue with this lesson. However, remember that COVID-19 is real and is killing. Make sure you wear your mask. That's why I'm having my mask. I can't put my mask off whenever I'm coming to the public places. So you too make sure you wear your mask and ensure you have sanitize, wash your hands whenever you touch surfaces which are contaminated. Social distance where need to be, and if you don't have anything to do in the public places, please stay at home and concentrate on your books. Such that we continue with education amid this COVID-19. Thank you for listening. See you in the next lesson.